Hello everyone, you're on the Player Review channel. In this video, we're covering 4 Bundesliga players, 3 SBC releases, and 1 objective card. You'll learn about their strengths, weaknesses, and who surprised us the most. Plus, we'll compare them with alternative options. It'll be fast-paced and packed, so stay tuned. We're giving away 25 million coins and 5 weekend league boosts over the next 4 months, while FC25 is still active. All links in the description. Let's start with Frimpong, the first to drop. He's short but highly agile with 4-star skills and a 5-star weak foot. His maxed out pace suggests using any chemistry style that boosts physical and defending stats. The main playstyles to highlight are Anticipate and Quick Step, a strong combo for a defender. And yes, Jeremy can play as an inside forward, but his natural role is right back. First surprise, despite his small stature, he holds his ground well and sometimes blocks runs, as seen here. However, height remains a liability, especially when EA places Frimpong on the near post during corners. Another issue is a lack of intercept trait. Hello Lala, we'll compare them in the conclusion. That said, Lala doesn't have Frimpong's sticky light tackles powered by Anticipate. He can dispossess opponents cleanly, just align with their path and press tackle. Anticipate's auto activation is a bonus. Add jockeying to the mix and you'll find it even easier to stick to attackers, thanks to his agility and compact build. Oh, and about top speed, it's decent, but you should ideally close down opponents at the moment of their first touch, especially versus lengthy players. Here, Quick Step Plus is ideal. Also, don't forget the solid physical frame plus the gold Anticipate. Quick Step also helps offensively. If you lose the ball in the opponent's half, you can instantly burst forward to win it back. His body type makes manual jockeying and left stick movement smoother, allowing quick reactions to opponent actions. Of course, Frimpong still isn't the most secure option defensively, but he's useful in build-up or attacking runs, especially for whip passes or even Trivelas. As we mentioned in a recent video, Trivelas hit well at speed, so even without the playstyle and with weak long shots, you can still score like this. On closer look, Frimpong doesn't even aim at the corner, but the keeper lets it in. To get into shooting positions, technical is still useful. Frimpong's agile on the ball, but his shots are far from elite. In the box, he lacks auto trivela or especially low driven shot. Still, the stats are decent, so he'll score more than he misses. And of course, speed boost. As you can see, it's there, and so is pace. So yes, he's viable for attacking overlaps. Conclusion, the card is solid, maybe even great, but costly. You could stick with Lala from the paid season. Lala lacks Anticipate but offers elite interceptions and a bigger body type. We wouldn't swap him unless you really need more agility. We definitely wouldn't replace Maicon or Thuram. Thuram's more defensive but clearly more reliable, and Maicon has a glitchy model. Cafu could be swapped, but again, we'd rather just craft Thuram. He's not much pricier than Frimpong. On a budget, maybe consider Trent, but to be honest, he doesn't feel like a natural right back. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. We give Jeremy Frimpong a 9 out of 10 for card quality and 8 out of 10 for SBC value. Full breakdowns will be posted tomorrow on our Twitter. Second up, Loas Openda, priced at 450,000 coins, which is steep. The Belgian has an average body type, stands at 177 centimeters, and boasts 5-star skills with a 4-star weak foot. We'd recommend Marksman for his chemistry style. What's interesting is his complete finishing trait set, highlighting low-driven shot. He also has technical and speed-focused playstyles. Most importantly, he plays as an advanced forward. Fun fact, we forgot he's right-footed, so his first match featured a left-footed Trivela, which amusingly went in with his right. As you can tell, even a Silver Trivela playstyle allows for easy, consistent long-range goals. However, Silver finesse shots failed to impress. They just wouldn't go in. Inside the box though, business as usual. Let us know, do you prefer gold finesse or low-driven? For us, low-driven shot has become essential for any attacking card. As you see, Openda's 4-star weak foot isn't an issue. His shot power often covers for lack of accuracy. This clip also showcases his excellent ball control, even without first touch. Moving on, his sturdy body type helped him fend off a center back, win the ball, and calmly slot it far post. Combine that body type with Quick Step, and he not only recovers the ball faster, but bulldozes through defenders. Most importantly, yet another insane speed boost. Watch this burst and subsequent low-driven shot. Honestly, it feels like every new card is a Bale or Mbappe clone. Look again at this ridiculous sprint, it's uncontainable, followed by a textbook Trivela. Yes, it's unrealistic, but if you treat FC as more arcade than sim, Openda is a blast. Simply put, he's another meta card built for speed boosts and low drivens, and has the body for it. He does lack Trickster though. Still, the 5-star skills make them faster and snappier, opening up combos like ball roll scoop turns. Gold technical could have been better, but his larger body limits tight dribbling on R1. Still, left stick and L1 responsiveness is decent, so you can still wiggle a bit, but Openda's clearly a speed boost and low driven type. You also get solid jumping and a strong power header, though most aerial wins come from his physical presence. In short, the card is great but overpriced, especially now that many are near level 40, covered in our last video. Ferran Torres is a better option, maybe less physical, but we wouldn't replace him with Openda. Same goes for Drogba, stronger than Openda though lacks speed boost. Henry's just as viable, so again, Openda's a pass. But in terms of value, we'd pick Openda over Vardy, or simply buy Patrick Schick for cheap. Let us know how he's been for you. Openda gets 9 out of 10 for card quality and 8 out of 10 for SBC value. Now onto our third player. Min Jae received a fairer price tag at 200k coins, which instantly caught our attention. The Korean comes with an average body type, stands at 190 centimeters, and has 4+4 in stars. In terms of chemistry style, Anchor is usable, but we'd recommend Shadow for maximum pace. In his playstyles, the standouts are passing and a full set of defensive abilities with a solid gold intercept. What immediately stood out was his top-end pace. For example, here he runs shoulder to shoulder with Henry. However, he clearly lacks physical presence, as well as a gold bruiser. That said, Kim handles players with average body types quite well. In other words, the only real threat comes from players like Henry, Drogba, and similar profiles. Unfortunately, aside from added aggression and toughness, he sometimes lacks gold blocks. Another slight downside would be ball control. Still, Kim has tiki-taka, so the best move is to play quick 1-2s with a nearby teammate. Now for the pros. Anticipate is sharp. For instance, check out this top-tier animation when lunging for the ball, something you don't see that often. And as we know, Anticipate can trigger on its own. For example, when jockeying manually, the key is to release him at the right moment so Anticipate activates. Overall, the mobility is solid, so if you're a frequent manual jockey user, chances are you'll actually enjoy this card. Plus, don't forget the value of Gold Intercept, which again works great in tandem with jockeying. All things considered, we won't go over the obvious stuff too long. This is a good card, but not a super top tier one. If you've got enough fodder and are curious to try him out, go ahead and craft him. His price tag is reasonable. On the other hand, let's not forget the same Singo released in the Cup, who's arguably better than this guy. In our squad, Kim couldn't break into the starting 11 considering we already had Renard and Campbell with Gold Anticipate, so we won't outright recommend completing him. Then again, the price is good, so it's a gamble you can take. We're giving Kim another 9 out of 10 for card quality and 9 out of 10 for SBC cost. As you know, in EAFC 25, the rewards for the Weekend League are awesome, which means that the game has become much harder to play. Our boosters will help you to get the best rewards. Write in, because the number of spots is limited. And don't forget that we also sell coins at a cheap price. All links in the description. Now it's time for the real sweaty card. As you probably know, Xavi Simons is currently available through the Cup for 18 wins out of 25 games, which isn't exactly easy, so if you need him, let us know. Xavi comes with a lean body type, stands at 179 centimeters, and has 5+5. For chemistry style, we obviously recommend Hawk. Simons has 2 of the most meta playstyles for shooting, along with a gold incisive pass, plus he features trickster and speed traits. And yes, while Xavi can play as a left inside forward, we see him as a shadow striker at cam. Despite having silver playstyles, Simons has this kind of sharp speed boost which is at least on par with Ribéry, and his finesse shots are on point too. Speaking of finesse, honestly, we've grown a bit tired of them lately, so we tend to lean more toward players with a gold low-driven shot. That said, there's nothing wrong with Simons' finesse shots, especially with the Hawk chemistry style, and obviously having 5-star weak foot is a huge convenience. Now circling back to low-driven, we'd argue it's an essential trait for any shadow striker. Sure, finesse shots still matter, but low-driven is more important, at least when shooting inside the box. The overused Trivela still works fine here. Basically, business as usual, although even a silver playstyle is better than none. Other pros include his dribbling, trickster, and basic R1 dribble. Not quite Ribéry level, but pretty close. Overall, Xavi is definitely agile. Continuing the comparison with the Frenchman, Simons has a similar physical profile, which at times can feel lacking, and that's a bit of a letdown. That said, Xavi is noticeably more useful in defense. He can win the ball cleanly thanks to his stats, and you don't even have to trigger tackles manually. Just accelerate into the ball carrier and he'll win it on his own. That's exactly why you could play Simons as a playmaker. He'll position deeper on the pitch that way, and it allows you to make better use of his passing, especially incisive passes. Also, the double triangle pass is quite effective right now, thanks to the high-rated cards. Don't forget, a gold triangle can make up for the lack of long balls, as seen in this clip featuring a low driven from Kenny Dalglish. If you want, you can give Simons a gold tiki-taka via the season pass, but honestly, his base trait is good enough already. To sum it up, Xavi Simons impressed us more than Ribéry, which is why the latter immediately got benched. Overall, this is another card that absolutely should have been an SBC, especially since many were waiting for it. But it is what it is. Another cup grind, another sweat. Still, if you ask us whether it was worth the grind, the answer is yes, absolutely. Objectively speaking, this is one of the best shadow strikers in the game. Not the best playmaker though, due to some missing passing traits. The clearest alternative is Florian Wirtz, and his price reflects that. Of course, there's also the SBC Lars Ricken, but in that role, he's got just 1+ for a shadow striker. He's missing that crucial shot. And just a reminder, simply put, no low driven, no party. If you're wondering about Désiré Doué, we'd say pretty much the same thing. Doué has physicality and speed, but he still lacks low driven. At least we feel like he does. Playing only with finesse shots is getting boring. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. We'll do our best to reply quickly. And don't forget to follow so you don't miss future player reviews. We're giving Xavi Simons a 9.4 out of 10 for card quality, and just a reminder, full player ratings will be posted tomorrow on our Twitter. Thanks for sticking around till the end, and see you in the next video.